Peace, love, and light, guys. What's going on? It's your girl Crystal coming through. Welcome to Plant-Based Chronicles. Okay, so this is my second time doing this Libra video. I have no idea what happened to the first video. I even still have the clip of the first video that I was going to post. Initially, I swore I uploaded the video. I don't know, so please forgive me, my loves. Okay, it's long overdue. I know. I just got some free time to re-record this video for the Libras or whoever is dating the Libras, or if you want to know about this Libra man, right? Okay, so please, first and foremost, make sure you smash that subscribe and join the tribe. Okay, like this video, share it as well. So this video is called the Out of Date Charmer with the Libra man. Okay, and I did take some notes, so I'm going to be looking at the notes as well as telling you guys like my experience with Libras, and just some tips and tricks if you're dating the Libra man. Okay, so when you think about this Libra man, everybody always think about the scales balance, right? This man is such a lover boy. Like, between, Libra is right before Scorpio, the lover boy, right? So like, they're neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the lover boy. Like, Libras like romance. Like, when you think about a Libra, they like usually to romance a person of their interest, of course. They're like usually balanced. Like, they try to weigh their pros and their cons. Libras could be like all about like their pleasures and of the arts as well, right? Libras tend to have like this strong, cool demeanor. They got a cool guy demeanor, right? So how can you tell this person is a Libra man? You really can't tell. I'll say you could probably tell by their smile. Libra men usually are smiley men. They like to smile. Like, they like to charm, so they have to smile, right? They got to get your attention one way or another. They see you from across the room. Sometimes you can like a Libra man also like to dress as well, so their dress game could be on point. Usually they're in shape or they're not too out of shape. I'm not going to say that every Libra man is going to be an in shape person, but it depends on the person's lifestyle, but they care about what other people think. So usually if that's the case, what they might do is they might make sure they outer appearance look good, because whoever they want to court, their outer appearance gotta look good. You know what I'm saying? So a Libra man kind of want a woman that's going to look good. So they tend to try to look good themselves, right? So it's kind of hard to tell a Libra man. I always say if you see somebody with smiley eyes and smiling, they could possibly be a Libra. Like, they see you from across the room, they may approach you, they may not. It depends on the scales, right? This guy is kind of a balanced guy. So with them being a balanced guy, if they see something they like, more than likely they will try to approach you. But, they kind of like to play the room. Like, look at the room, play the room. You know what I'm saying? So this guy is very laid back usually. Like, a Libra guy is really laid back, unless they're imbalanced Libra, and that's more like the darkened side Libra. And then with the darkened side Libra, like, this guy could kind of not be about their business. They could kind of be a moocher, definitely a big time cheater. We're going to get into that with the cons. The imbalanced Libra could definitely be someone that kind of like manipulate and point the blame. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're going to talk about the imbalance in a little bit, okay? But they usually are a cool guy, right? Usually they are businessmen too. They're, like I said, they could be very artistic in one way or another, whether it's like anything with the arts, whether it's singing, writing, drawing, bringing something to life. Like, they like beauty, so even within their arts they try to create things of beauty. That song came to my mind. I don't know who sang it, but I'll hear it on like Instagram. It's like, nothing like I ever seen, just a thing of beauty. Na 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 na. I don't know. I probably got the beat wrong, but that's what a Libra man is like. They just love beauty, right? So Libra men usually are about their business because they are cardinal, and because they're cardinal, a cardinal sign is usually a business minded sign. They go for it. They're like a leader in leadership usually, right? Like I'm saying, it's always a dark sided and then a higher level in every sign. But usually they are a business person. They are about making sure moves are made. They're very communicative. Like I said, this is a cardinal air, so they're very communicative. They usually should talk with tech or talk fast or know how to talk business to get things done. Like they could be seen as a leader, like somebody that you like, if you're a woman or you whoever you're dating, and you know, whatever your sexuality might be, and if you're dating a Libra man, they could be the one that you want to like basically allow to lead you, you know what I'm saying? Because a Libra man usually is about their business. They know how to get to the dollar, or they know how to get money, or they know how to talk and to gain like business deals and relationships with others, right? Their gift of gab is their pro and their con. Okay, so they could be very good with their words. Like they could be very good with their words. Like I said, it could be a pro or a con. Libras don't really like drama. Pro and cons, like I said, dark side and lower level and higher level. So mostly Libras don't like drama. Okay, they don't want to be the talk of the town, but they tend to put themselves in situations to be the talk of the town. Okay, and they don't really hold grudges either, right? So I believe that trait more so is dependable on the person, but in the characteristics, they really don't hold grudges because they really don't want no beef or no problems, right? It just depends how bad a Libra may have been dragged for them to really hold a grudge towards anybody, but that's not truly likely within that type of sign. Now, they can even Libras are also straightforward, right? So when they like something, they like something, and when they don't, they don't. And they're straightforward. So they'll usually tell you, because they're communicative as well. They'll let you know, like, hey, you know, I'm feeling you, or I like you. They like a challenge as well. They like someone, and if you ain't giving them time and attention, they probably look at you as a challenge. So now it's game on. You know what I'm saying? So Libra men definitely and when you say now it's game on, like I ain't trying to say they play games, but that it could come off that way, right? Like if I'm like, hey, hi, like I'm not really interested, but thanks. They're like, oh, well, you about to be interested in me. I'm gonna make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's something that a Libra man can do if they're interested in you. Okay. Sometimes they'll just straight go cold. That's another negative trait, and be flighty and flaky. Okay. But that's that air trait as well, you know. But they tend to be drawn more towards a woman who is a strong woman, more independent. Like they like a woman that's strong and independent. They like a woman that know how to handle their own and can get to their own bag. They like a woman that they know that could take care of home as well if need be. That you know, basically that's a strong and independent type of woman. They appreciate that in a woman. Now, Libras, like I said, they like beauty. So it don't matter if you're a natural beauty or if you wear makeup and you got surgery or whatever the case may be. If you beautiful to them, you beautiful to them. They're not the type of sign that really like appreciate a natural beauty more so than someone that, you know, make themselves up. So it don't matter with them. If they look at you as someone who is beautiful, then with that being said, they're going to look at you as someone that's beautiful. Now, Libra men are highly sexual. Let's talk about the bedroom activities, right? So they are highly sexual. Excuse me. They could tend to be good in bed. Like Libra men love fantasy, right? So they're the type of guy that would love to do role play or even do like the 50 Shades of Grey. They want you to dress up for them in lingerie and create a fantasy. Like you get in bed and they want you to put on Snoop Dogg sensual seduction. What's that? Damn, I don't even have it. I'm gonna say Alexa. Alexa, play sensual seduction. Sensual seduction. Oh. They want you to put on a show. You hear me? Like, I'm thinking about all these songs. Like, they want you to put on a show. You hear me, hunty? Show them why they should choose you. Because that's about to go into a con. They might have a lot of people that they can choose from, okay? But show them why they should choose you. Why should they choose you? Why should this Libra man choose you? You better get on that white wig and be like, sensual seduction. Oh. Sorry, y'all. Oh, funny. Anyway. So if you want to talk to a Libra man, you gotta be down to be a couple different people, okay? You probably have some lingerie, some heels, do some strange things in strange places with them. They like the excitement. They like the 50 Shades of Grey. You know, probably like take a road trip, like, babe, pull over real quick because I want to do something. They be like, oh, okay, you hear me? So like at the end of the day, they like that. And like I said, if they like you, they will treat you accordingly. They would try to date you. They would like to take you on dates or ask you out to go on dates, okay? They're not really a selfish man as far as like when it comes to the courting stages. Like a Libra man would like put in work and want to spend time with you. But you might not be the only one, but if they like you, they will want to, right? All right, so let's talk more about the cons, right? So this man could be a bit materialistic. Since they like beauty and they like the finer things of life, they could definitely spend their money on things that kind of don't serve them or their greatest good because they want to either put on a facade or an image to the outside world, or this person just want to be flashy and just do their own thing, spend their money how they spend it and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So materialistic is a quality that a Libra man can have. And I'm not saying materialism is a negative thing, but it can go too far. If it goes too far, it could definitely be a con, right? You could always present yourself well and look good, but with them, it matters what people think. So it could like, they could be the type similar to like, I feel like Virgos, like with them, it matters what people think. So they want to make themselves look good to everybody regardless. They could be really sad, down and out behind closed doors, but on the outside you would never know that because they put on this persona like, I'm good, my issues together. You see me, like you see this $10,000 watch, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole crib, I got 2 cars. What? I got a couple shorties. What you talking about? Like, I'm good. Like, you see me, I'm fresh, stay fresh. What? And then go behind closed doors, they texting people, ain't getting text back. You know what I mean? All the materialistic things that they got in their home ain't really serving their greatest good or their heart space. You know, so at the end of the day, sometimes that can unfortunately be a trait with the Libra man. They could also tend to be a bit flaky and into themselves more than you, right? A Libra man is into themselves. Like I said, they want to make themselves look the best, and they could kind of show themselves more attention than they could show you. They could be a bit flaky. Like any air sign, they have that true flaky quality. Like they might not text back or text you back right away, or you might not hear from them for a few days, and then when you hear from them, they'll call you and be like, hey, what's up? And you be like, what the hell happened to you? Act like nothing happened. Then when they see you, tell you like, oh, la 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 la, or whatever. Random. They could be a bit random and flaky. Like they could just try to pop up on you and stuff. They could just try to pop up on you and stuff or whatever. Like, especially if they know your whereabouts. They could be with that flaky and the randomness. On top of that, they could be a bit inconsistent. Like I said, you might not hear from them on a regular. Like, they could become distant with their inconsistency, and now you're trying to figure out what is going on. In my mind, that make me feel like you playing games. Go back to the gameplay. Like, you like a challenge, but then you try to create a scenario to make it seem like, oh, my bad, life just got a little busy. You good? How have you been? But let me do that to you. Let me do that to you, and now you ready to ghost me. Okay, like, and I don't feel like they could take what they dish either, Libra men. Like, they probably, I ain't gonna say they probably don't know they have that trait, as far as that inconsistency, flaky, random, distant trait at times, right? Or maybe they do. They know that they're ear, so they don't really want to be tied down. Even if it is something that they like, they don't really want to be tied down. But then that goes back to them wanting to distance themselves and sometimes wanting to be alone, but then they can't see themselves being alone in life. So it's the scales with them. Everything got to be a balance. It got to be a healthy balance with them. Okay? But they need love. They need to have a loving connection. Like, they can't be alone, but they could be loners into themselves. So it's kind of a complex sign, right? So you have to get to know your Libra man. And I feel like since they're a communicative sign, communication will ultimately be your biggest pro with them. Unless they're imbalanced and now they not talking, something is wrong with their throat chakra, or they talk to you any type of way, right? Then that's a stay away. Don't ever let nobody abuse and disrespect you, right? But when they are imbalanced, or if they have an issue speaking with tech, then they could be a bit disrespectful, and sometimes they could just say whatever they thinking and not caring about how it might affect the other person, whether it might offend you or really like hurt you to the core, right? So they also can talk a lot, and with them talking a lot, they could tend to tell on themselves. Also, they can't hold water, so be careful if you telling them secrets that you don't want the world to know, because they can tell your business, her business, his business, and not even think twice about it. Okay, because they are an air sign. Give me Gemini vibes. Just like to talk. Okay, like they are air sign. They talk themselves into telling on themselves. They will tell your secrets like a Virgo. Be careful, don't tell Virgos your secrets either. They'll tell your secrets like Virgo. Okay, see, their neighbors, they get traits from their neighbors. The Virgos, they tell the secrets like the Virgos tell the secrets, and they could be lover boys like them Scorpios. You hear me? So it's like they getting traits from their neighbors. But at the end of the day, be careful. If you don't want certain things to come out, see if you can trust that Libra or not. I would just tell them a random rumor that's a lie and see if it get around. And then that's how you know if you could deal with this Libra or if you can't. Okay? But they can just definitely tell your business. So be careful, okay? Now, let's talk about this cheating scandalness with this Libra. Libras are playboys, cheaters. They... like I said, they don't hold grudges, but they have vendettas, I feel like, okay? Like, I'll talk about my experience with the Libra, but like, I feel like they try to make a person jealous. They have this trait to try to make you jealous, and it'll be a random ass, I did not mean to do that. It'll be a random person that they'll try to connect with in your face just to make you jealous or get some type of reaction from you, bro. For real. But they're not easy to date, and they're hard to trust because they could be players. Like, they could have multiple babies or multiple people, side babies. It don't matter. Let's talk about the famous people that's Libras that I'm about to basically say what I just said. It compare, it contrasts, right? Famous people that's Libras. Nick Cannon in our community. Nick Cannon, Will Smith, Usher, Neo, Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg. All of them have been known to cheat. Will Smith's situation is a little different. I think him and his woman just had an open relationship because they both wanted to do their thing. You hear me? But every other person I just named have been known to cheat. A couple of them had side babies. Usher, these are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way. Neo just got Neo and his wife. I don't know if she really leaving him or not, because honey, that's your karma. How you got him is how he's going to leave, right? He cheated on his first BM with multiples, and then I guess you came along. What, you thought he wasn't going to do that to you? But I guess it was okay till he had the side baby, huh? Right. We already know about Lil Wayne, player from the Himalayas. And Uncle Snoop be keeping his business on the low. But let's just be clear. We know he ain't been faithful to his wife all these years. Come on now. Let's be clear. Some people just ain't going to leave because certain situations are just going to be, it's like, let me weigh my pros and my cons now. Should I leave him or should I stay? But some things are just deaded, right? So, when it comes to them and like being cheaters and players, it's hard because a Libra man, they like beauty, so they might have a lot of women around. And they might know a lot of women. And they might say, oh, me and this person is friends. This is my friend. They could pick their friends over you as their partner. They'll go on a date, but it'll be like, oh no, me and my homegirl just hanging out. Without even telling you, or not even invite you, or even tell you, oh, you can't come. Excuse me? Oh no, cause my homegirl didn't really like how your energy is towards her. But you my man. Okay, so I'll see you later. Alright. So, and they don't like restriction. Like any air like their freedom. They don't like restriction. So please don't tell this Libra man what he can do or what he can't do. If you really don't like something that he's doing, as your partner, as his partner, I would just be like, look, I'm not comfortable with this. It's making me uncomfortable. And the fact that you ain't inviting me, or the fact that, it just seems real fishy and odd to me. And I'm having trouble accepting that. And if he don't care about your feelings, then you need to really evaluate if this is a person that you should be with. Because your partner should always protect you, especially your feelings, and respect you and respect your feelings. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and you were trying to go out with a male friend and you ain't want him to go, or you set the boundary like, oh, my male friend don't like you, so you can't come with us, you're going to be single. Okay, I'm just saying. So, like I said, they can't take what they dish, okay? And on top of them not being able to take what they dish, like it's hard for like a Libra man. Sometimes it's hard for them to vocalize their feelings, right? But they're just not easy to date because it's like the rules that they set kind of don't apply to them. And then they don't like the drama, but then they put themselves and you in a situation where it's nothing but drama. And they try to escape and run from it or play it off like it's not happening. It's crazy. Okay? And I'm not saying all Libra men are like this, but you just gotta get to know your Libra man, I guess. Because they have the trait to be like this, okay? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like you should be with someone that respects you and want to protect you. And if they put you in a position where you are questioning if you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you should even be with this man still, really evaluate that, right? It's really up to the person to deal with any behaviors that someone want to bring or give them. So, um, let me talk about my experience with the Libra man. And if I left anything out, please just add to it down below. But my experience with the Libra man, I've only like had on and off relationship, and I don't even know if you, me and the person never really said we was in a relationship. Okay. um it was earlier, like earlier in my 20s. Me and this Libra man was on and off. Like, he didn't want a long distance relationship. This is when we were in college. He didn't want a long distance relationship, so we would be off every time I went back to school, and I guess on when I came back home. And he always did little petty things to try to get me jealous, mad, try to bring other girls around or dealing with other girls. And it started getting unfortunate because I loved the person at the time or whatever. But then on, the catch 22 was he was so cool. Like, we were so cool. We would always do things together, you know. I think it was just the trust factor. It was a trust factor, and I feel like it probably was a trust factor on both of our sides, because I was something else in my early 20s, so I get it. But it was just a trust factor, you know what I'm saying? And as far as with the Libra man, like, I just feel as though that sometimes, even though they are a talkative sign, they just have they have trouble really verbalizing their feelings, but they will show you in like a romantic way. Like, they would, like I said, they'll try to do something nice for you, or like like try to romance you in a way, even like it might be the most corniest thing or whatever. Like, in like my dating life, I may have talked to a few Libras, but it just didn't stick, and that's okay. I'm the type of person that everything happens for a reason, you know. So if I didn't connect with a person, or if we ended the talking phase, then it was for a reason, you know. So like, out of all the air signs, I do definitely feel like, oh, I feel like a lot of the all the air signs have a way to just be like, go for their money and go for what it is that they want. But I really definitely feel like if you get a balanced Libra, they could definitely add a lot of joy in your life, especially if they're your friend, because they are good friends. Like, a Libra man, they could kind of be quiet about who they dating. They're not really like the showboaty type. Like, maybe unless they do get married to their partner, but they're not like, they don't want to show you really off to the whole world. They kind of like, you like to keep you concealed to themselves. You know, they might show you to their family and stuff, but they're not like too like trying to show the world you, unless they like absolutely proud of who you are too, when they want to let people know that they got you. Like, that's different. But they're really kind of like reserved in that sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about them. They don't want you to take the spotlight anyway. So it's all about them. You with them, they gonna take care of you, but they could be cheaters. They could have multiple babies. They could have side babies. You hear me? Like, and you just gotta be okay with that if you're ready to be with this man. Like, they could push you through hell and back too. So just really like be cautious, because this air sign is, they could have a tendency to be balanced and imbalanced in the blink of the eye. Something just add additional weight on their scale, and now they're a whole nother person. So when it comes to dating a Libra man, you just gotta know who it is you're talking to in your face, and you gotta kind of decipher through the facade if they are trying to put on a facade with you. Now, as far as the Cancer and the Libra man goes, the ranking, I know a Libra and Cancer marriage, but they're not the best, right? And out of the air signs, I guess you would look at, I've seen Cancers and Libras date before. Like, I've dated a Libra, and it wasn't absolutely the end of the world or a horrible thing. Like, I actually cared about that person a lot, and we had a good time. So I just feel as though it can work. I'll say I'll have to give it in the middle. It'll have to be a 2.5. It has room to either grow or room to fail. It just depends on the two people and the connection. I truly feel as though 2.5 out of 5. I truly feel as though Libras just have to watch their mood. Like, Cancers have to watch their moods, and Libra have to watch their moods. Cancers tend to have mood swings at times, and they could take it really personal when their Libra partner talk at them any type of way or have any type of disrespect, especially cheating. Especially cheating. If they find out their partner cheating on them and they're married, I don't know what could happen. You know, Cancers kind of could go click crazy with certain disrespects. Okay, so I just feel as though if a Libra is just open and honest and talk to their Cancer with respect more than just belittle them or disrespecting them or even talking to them crazy, I just truly feel like um it could be beneficial in the connection. And I feel like if a Cancer allow their Libra to have a sense of freedom outside of them, because a Cancer will start feeling like they're competing for their Libra's time because they're not being included. So I just feel like they just need to have strong communication in their connection in order for it to truly work, because they need to know each other's boundaries and what each other will and will not tolerate in order for it to work, honestly. You know, I'm all down with giving people their freedom, but it's all about like how it, you know what I'm saying, it's how it's presented. Like you ain't gonna be going on super dates with all these chicks and I don't even know them, or they not trying to hang out with me too. Like, that's weird. I'm not in an open relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like communication is key with this Libra man. So if you are a Libra man, or if you're dating a Libra man, or if you want to add to this Libra topic, please comment below and let me know what you think. If I missed anything, add to the conversation as well. Each one teach one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Join the tribe. Check out my website where you can find your handmade copper and crystal jewels and your spiritual tools, as well as the IC is my pick a card channel if you like tarot. All right, loves. Peace, love, and light.